What's up, nerds? So I hope everyone is having an awesome day. Today I want to talk to you guys about something I don't think many Call of the Wild players know about, and that is that there are two Call of the Wild apps. One of those being the Call of the Wild Guide, the other one being Call of the Wild Companion app. So I'm going to show you guys what those are. I use both of them, and I love them both for totally different reasons. So the Call of the Wild Guide is amazing because you have access to all the different maps on here. You can see, got all the maps up here. I can go in to the name of the map, the reserve, and I can look at all the different animals that are in here. I can pop in here. I can look at the trophy ratings. I can look at the score. I can look at all of it. I can look at what reserves they're on, the times, and it has some nice information about the animals, sometimes a picture at the bottom. I can also go over here into maps, which the other app does not allow this, which is really sad because this is a really cool feature. So I can go in here, I can look at the map, and not only can, I look at everything, I can go in here, I can toggle on and off different features such as outposts, need times, all sorts of different stuff. There's so much here. I can create a waypoint for where something is. I can create a waypoint for where a need zone is. I can also create a distance tracker, so I can go from point A to point B and I can see how long it will actually take me to travel from that spot. You can also go into wildlife. You can look at all the different species that are in the game. You can look anything you want up. And my absolute favorite feature is the counter. Now, the counter in Call of the Wild Guide is my absolute favorite. I do not like the one in the companion. There is a feature that shows all of the need times that you need. You can look at any reserve that you want to. You can also look at all the weapons in the game. You can look up anything you need to, find out the information to that weapon, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. Now, on Call of the Wild Guide, the feature for the maps to be able to open any map you want is not free. However, if you buy it for, I think it was about $5, you get all these perks and you never have to buy anything again. But Hirschfeld and Enlightened Lakes, because they are base game maps, allow you to have those automatically. But I think it is a very good investment and I would highly recommend it. Now, something that you need to understand with the Call of the Wild Guide, which is unfortunate, it is only available on Apple. I don't really fully understand why. I do have an Apple phone, but it is by far, I feel like, my favorite app to use. And I'm going to tell you about Call of the Wild Companion as well. So Call of the Wild Companion, I feel like, is a little more complicated to use. You do have the reserve option. You can look at every single one. You can go in there. It will tell you if it's a DLC or not. It'll tell you what animals are on there. It'll tell you which ones are great ones, which ones aren't. It'll give you the recommended callers. What I like is that you can go in here and you can actually see pictures of the animals. It shows you trophy scores, weight. I mean, it's all the stuff. And in the need zones, you can actually flip through the different maps that they're on and what time they drink or eat or whatever. It shows you all the fur types. And what's really cool about this is that you can actually go into the fur type and you can look at what they look like. And I love this because, it's perfect for great ones and stuff like that. And it'll show you the different antler types and all sorts of stuff. I think it's amazing. You also have the anatomy of the animal. You can look at where you need to shoot it, where the good spots are. It's got all the information and what to, what is recommended to use on that animal and all that. You do have the wildlife feature where you can search any animal that you want to as well. You also have all of your weapons in here. It tells you if it's a DLC weapon, which is kind of nice that pops up. You have all the collars in here. Again, it tells you if it's a DLC or not, which I think is really a cool feature. And again, you can look at the need zones. What's really cool about this one is that you can actually change the times and the maps and just kind of see what you're looking for. One of my absolute favorite things that I use for Call of the Wild Companion all the time is the catch book. And you'll notice that I have all my diamonds in here. Currently, I'm trying to get all the diamonds in the game. Well, I can look immediately at what diamonds I have and which ones I don't. And I absolutely love this feature. I think it is completely awesome. You can create and you can put the time, the score, everything. This is probably my favorite feature of this entire app. So you can keep track of everything you get. Unfortunately, the counter in the game I think absolutely sucks. You go in here, you have to double tap to go down in counter, and then you tap up when you want to go up in number. I just do not like it at all. The hunting pass is a really interesting feature. I didn't understand what it was, but it'll give you a random hunt. So you can actually go in here and you can pick, like if you're just indecisive, and you can be like, oh, general, let's see, allow DLCs, randomly generate distance, whatnot, and then you go in here and boop, and you can just get anything to show up, and it's just like, hey, why don't you just randomly hunt this? So I think it's really cool. You also have the planner, and the planner just kind of helps you, with which skills and perks I believe you have, and I think that's kind of cool that you can do that as well, so there is that also. The other thing about Call of the Wild Companion that the guide does not have that I absolutely love is that it shows Matt's multi-trophy mounts, and I think that it is phenomenal because you can look up what you need, and it will also let you know which ones you have and which ones you don't. You can also look it up by animals. So let's say I wanted to look up wolf and see which ones have wolf in them. Well, there you go. They just pop up immediately. I absolutely love this feature and I use it all the time. It also shows you which ones are downloadable content, which is really awesome. And that's it. There's all sorts of different features that you can look on both of these. I think they're both great. Neither of them are not great. I think everybody would like different ones for different things, just like I do. Again, unfortunately, Call of the Wild Guide, which is my favorite, is on Apple only, but the companion is on both platforms, so I think that's really awesome. I highly recommend looking at these and using them. I am not sponsored by these companies that make these people, but they are doing amazing work and I absolutely love them. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.